Yo people, welcome back to the channel. And then is EFL Championship Gameweek 39 preview. But before getting to everything and I introduce the guests, first I want to say a massive thank you to all of you that watched the one short of Royce picking Wout Weghorst to stay and get him on a permanent. That's almost 400 views now on the shorts. So yeah, that's the best the short has done. To be up to yourselves. And of course, check out the latest video on T-Boys TV Extra. Um, uh, so yeah, but further ado, let me introduce the guest. Tyler, as always, be up yourself.
Hello.
And also to fan himself, the one that is very confident from his predictions I saw earlier. Lewis, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So yeah, you guys excited? Big Derby Day weekend.
I'm going to try not to say too much until we get to it, but flipping hell, I'm looking forward to this one. You know, especially that I've managed to get a ticket as well. Oh my God, it's going to be mental.
Yeah, but you got Watford, of course, playing Burnley Sunderland. That's another big clash. Not a derby, but a big clash. You got Preston, Blackpool, a derby, but that's what everyone is excited for. Of course, the Welsh derby, Cardiff City versus Swansea City.
I was going to say, as a whole, as like a country, I know obviously Wales is obviously out of the UK and that, but I think as a whole there'd be more buzz about that one over than the Luton one, in a sense, because that's like the more known one. I would have thought.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying you know, I'm not trying to diss what the hell you call it. I don't know what derby's called, but
M1 Derby, mate. Come on.
M1 derby is called, yeah. But I think that's definitely the more hype known one.
Yeah, at the same time,
if we're looking on the table, that's the Luton one's definitely the more relevant one.
Yeah, more relevant one. I get it where you're coming from. Like, you see Cardiff, you already know. Like,
it's also because we haven't played each other. Obviously, we have with no fans and earlier on in the season, but we haven't played each other for a while as well. You know, the last game we actually had at home against them was 2005. So not many people, especially in this generation, would know about that. You know, so unless you're like near the area or obviously you support one of the teams, other than that, you wouldn't really know. So
yeah. But other big games too are Norwich versus Sheffield United, West Brom Millwall. That's a race for
a lot of good games this week, I can't lie.
And then a relegation scrap actually. Weekend versus QPR.
That's just deadish game, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's just a dead rubber game.
Say that would probably be like 4-4 now or something crazy like that.
Don't. I've got to leave early. So don't say that. I've got to leave early, so do not say that. Do not say that. I've got to leave early.
You score a late goal again, like you did versus Huddersfield.
No, because I have to go because I'm going to my brother's who lives in the Midlands, so I have to make sure I get this train. So don't say that. I'm hoping game's done by the time I have to leave. I'm hoping game's done.
We'll see, man.
You better be. I'll be fuming.
I'll
just be walking past the hospital and see a massive worm and just running the 91st minute up. No. I missed the guys again.
Wouldn't be the first time, would it?
I mean, yeah, I missed Huddersfield. I missed the consolation against Burnley. Not like it mean no anyway, because it was shite. And then, yeah. Also, I mean, they better fucking win. They're playing in front of like 22,000 fans. So they better win.
There you go.
Yeah.
They better win.
Just waiting for my laptop. It's freezing a bit. But
and it's a Yorkshire derby as such, in a sense.
Can I go back to the streamer tab again? No, that doesn't seem like that. But well, it's frozen on this one screen. Let's talk Burnley versus Sunderland. It's first versus 11th. Sunderland, they need to start being so inconsistent, and actually start winning some games if they really want to get to the playoffs. But yeah, okay. What I'm going to do is close it one tab. Cool. Now it should be back. It's always the championship predictor one. I don't know what it does.
Mate. Same here. That's why I'm going to stop doing streams on it. It just seems to be a curse, doesn't it? Honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't want to work on. But yeah, so Burnley only lost twice this season, of course, and they have drawn how many games? About 11-ish games. So yeah, 11-ish games. Middlesbrough. No, sorry, Sunderland, not Middlesbrough. If they really want to get playoffs, they need to rack up a win. Yeah. Especially if we look at the table, they're not far from the playoffs. They just 7 points away, but that 7 points gap can easily go on and go forward. I guess we're all expecting a Burnley win here, or maybe a draw.
Yeah, I think Burnley will win. Burnley, the only 2 games they lost, they both were away from home as well. So yeah, I can see them winning this one. Sunderland, let's be real, they were quite lucky to get a point against us. So yeah, with it being at Turf Moor, Burnley for me.
Yeah, I can't see Sunderland winning. Like, they've lost Sturridge quite a bit. Obviously, Simmons has obviously gone back to Everton, unfortunately for him. Yeah, Sunderland should win, and not Sunderland. Burnley should win, and then they're 1 game off promotion. So it's mad.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna agree with you guys. Burnley win. I'm going to say a tricky 2-1 win. Your score predictions, or did you already say them?
No, I haven't said mine. I'll go 3-1. 3-1 Burnley.
I think I've gone 3-1.
Fair enough.
I did send mine to your time if you could check. I think I did say 3-1 though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Let me have a look.
I think so. Oh, fuck off. This page is not responding. I don't care. Respond, you stupid thing. I'm trying to put the prediction that I know.
No, you said 3-0. You said 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
I'm just doing predictions so I can see what table looks like afterwards.
Yeah. I love doing that. I always do that, mate.
I'm just trying
By the way, the only thing is, it hasn't on that website, because I was playing around with it yesterday. It hasn't done Wigan's points deduction.
Okay.
So just bear that in mind. They're actually on, I think it's 31. What are they on there? 34, isn't it?
I'll tell you when this computer works.
Mate, I think it's
34. Yeah, they're on 34.
Yeah, so they're actually on 31. So just bear that in mind.
Yeah, I would. I mean, with my prediction, obviously we'll get to it when we get to it if I'm still here.
Because it will affect the result you said. Obviously, I won't give it away, but yeah.
I'm going.
That's all I remember.
And next is the M1 Derby. Tyler's excited for. So Tyler, talk us through it. Right.
Well, I've done a little preview in a sense. It's still got more to do, obviously, tomorrow on my channel with it. But I've seen it 3 times in my life proper, because obviously, like I said before that, we haven't played since 2005. Obviously, I've seen the 2 games with no fans, and then obviously the game earlier on in the season. The team that tends to be at home tends to win. That's what, it's been like every single time I've watched the 3 games. It's an interesting one. I do expect them to turn up. as much as they've been, very inconsistent, they've had a bit of shaky results, they will turn up for this one. Like last time, let's be real, Luton were the favourites in that one as well, and obviously we know what happened. But I just think this time round, I just think it's going to be different, especially being at Kenilworth Road. Like I said, the team that tends to be at home tends to win. The Rob Edwards factor as well, I think that's going to play a part in a sense, because a lot of their fans, are now saying, oh, they regret getting rid of him, rare tear tear, and look at what he's doing at the Scum, rare tear tear. That's what they all say. And I just think, a lot of our players, obviously a few of theirs have as well, but I know they've had a player at Scotland that's played for Scotland. I can't remember his name, but apparently everyone was bigging him up, saying he's done very well. And I just think just because it's at Kenilworth Road, fans are there as well. I just think we'll do it, to be honest. I think we'll do it.
What's the Scottish player?
I can't remember his name, but he's been playing for him, centre-back. He's a centre-back. And
Ryan Porteous.
I think that's it, yeah. Everyone's been bigging him up, saying he's done well, but I think it's going to be different when he comes across Carlton Morris and Elijah Adebayo, who haven't played for like 2 weeks now. So, like I said, I do expect them to turn up, but I'm confident that we will get a result, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
And just quickly, another thing as well, we can dim their playoff hopes as well. I think if we win, we go I think it's like 12 points above them. And obviously, we know they're trying to, sneak in the playoffs. So,
I'll tell you.
I want to say it's 12 if we win. I think it is something like that.
If you win, if you win,
yeah, exactly. So,
and if Millwall win, it will be an 8-point gap. So with them and Millwall, so
yeah.
But I think Luton, for me, in most big games this season, you guys have turned up, except, of course, the previous fixture against them, reverse fixture.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's going to be interesting because I think, not so much for Rob Edwards, then again, also for him. It's that psychological thing for the players coming after that 4-0 loss, coming back to somehow get back and to win. And for Rob Edwards, of course, I believe he was former Watford manager at some point. So
what's that?
It was actually his last job, is it not?
Yeah. At the time, then they had, I think they had Billage. And the annoying thing is, he didn't even know about the derby until like a week before when he was doing all this. Yeah, that's what made it even more annoying. And the guy didn't even know about the derby, and then that happens.
So, yeah, I think psychologically it's going to be tough for Luton. With the players and for Rob, of course, it's time to prove himself, especially against his former team that he managed. So it's going to be an interesting one to see. I'm going to say, I think just the occasion, 1-1 draw.
Watford are going to turn them over.
Nah, I know for a fact you don't believe that.
Watford are going to absolutely turn over. They're going to get this. They're going to get their asses slapped across the pitch. Left, right, every 2 minutes. They don't go in 6-0 Watford. Nah, on a serious note, it's massive, not only in terms of Luton, obviously in terms of Edward more than if I was, I'm not even being I'm not even trying to say this is like a joke or anything. I think the most nervous person in that stadium on Saturday noon is going to be Rob Edwards.
Yeah,
because he will get abused.
Especially if they lose.
I just don't know. I think Watford have to turn up, and so did Luton. This is Luton win.
We've definitely got it after that drumping last time round.
Luton win. They have to get the bragging rights back. Watford win. Cover your ears, Luton fans. But I'm going to go with a 2-1 Luton win. Would be funny though if it turned out to be 6-0 Watford.
No, it won't be funny. What do you mean?
It'd be funny for me.
Come on social media for a week, mate. You won't know.
I'll be on my train on the way down to my brother's,
Match day vlog out, yeah, and then bosh, that's it. I'm coming off, mate.
But tally your prediction.
2-1 Luton.
Like I say, I do think they will turn up. You know, I do think they'll try and make it difficult. But just like I said, I think with us being at Kenilworth Road, the atmosphere is going to be booming. Lucky enough, the guy who actually managed to get me tickets actually got me in the main stand as well, which is crazy. You know, to even think I'm going to a game of this magnitude. You know, there's Luton fans that have never had the opportunity, you know, and this is my third time I've proper seen it and I'm able to already go. It's crazy. But yeah, like I said, I think we'll do it. And I'm going to go exactly what it was last time when we beat them at Kenilworth Road. 1-0. Come on the town.
Fair enough. Justin says 2-0 Luton. Fair enough. More confident.
That'd be a very good win, that. Clean sheet and all.
I'd have a clue.
Get yourself off. Yeah. I know you need to go, so back yourself.
No, I'm still here. I'm just checking what I said for the next game. I don't remember what I
said. Let me just put some prediction.
That, yeah, got it.
Okay, next game is another derby. Boring one, really. Preston versus Blackpool. Blackpool in relegation. Preston mid-table. How do we see this going?
Well, it's an interesting one. Like you say, it's another derby. Funny thing is, I think the last time these two sides played, wasn't it like 4-2 or something crazy like that to Blackpool?
I think 4-1 Blackpool.
4-1, 4-2. It's one of the two, wasn't it? But it's an interesting one. Obviously, form tends to go out the window, you know, in derbies. Obviously, Preston do have a really poor home record. To be fair, recently they've not done too bad, though. They've got some decent results at home. Blackpool obviously trying to stay up. I do think if any of the bottom three will stay up, it will be Blackpool, but even then, I don't think they will. Just because I just think, as much as Blackpool get these weird results like that 6-1, you know, and then they get a few all right results, I think with it being a derby, Preston at home, I think Preston will go and win this one, to be honest. I'll go 2-1 Preston.
Fair enough. 2-1 Preston. Now, for me, like you said, it's a derby. It's going to be a tough one, especially with Blackpool being not good away from home, and Preston then again not being good at home. So I think it's going to be a mad one, but I'm going to say 2-2 draw. Lewis?
Well, you were doing what I was going to say. I was just about to say what you said. Preston are awful at home, so I don't know. Because Blackpool obviously are here and there, you know, they have a little spirits and then they ruin it all. And Preston are shocking at home. So I'm just going to stick on the door with the 1-1 draw. I can't see a winner in this.
I was thinking 1-1 draw, but that's boring. 2 derbies, all early kickoff, both can't go 1-1. So, yeah. Next game, it's another big game for both teams on opposite ends of the table. Birmingham, of course, fighting.
Going down.
Well, Lewis, sorry to break it to you, but if Birmingham won this and you lose this weekend, Birmingham will go above you. So, but for Blackburn, a win for them can put them equal on points if Luton don't pick up any results. So that just makes it a bit tougher.
He's got to get into our teams there, Lewis, isn't he? He's
He's just a little. Oh, we'll be having some words.
But yeah, if we look at it, this fixture is dominated by Blackburn. Last time Birmingham did beat them was in 2019. So a while ago, 4 years ago. So it's this one. I just think Blackburn will win this, to be fair. I'm going to say a 2-1 to Blackburn. Let's go to Lewis.
Oh, Blackburn! You don't win me. You're in all sorts of troubles. You went to come to your place in 2 weeks' time if you don't win. Oh, you're in trouble. Oh, you're in big trouble. Yeah, so screw Birmingham. Don't care about them. 2-1. I don't need to talk about that waste of a club.
Okay.
2-1 Blackburn. Bring the 3 points back to Ewood Park, please. Just make sure you don't do that in 2 weeks' time.
Tyler?
Yeah, I think, business end of the season now. Birmingham, they are obviously, down there. But
Go down.
Most likely will not go down because how bad the bottom three are currently.
Blackburn or Blackpool or somebody just get points, please. How far they are. They are.
And they're also, Birmingham are very inconsistent. Obviously, we know Blackburn can be, but they're still up there. That's a crazy thing. So, yeah, I expect Blackburn win, to be honest. I'm going to go 2-0 Blackburn.
2-0 Blackburn. Especially before that loss to Stoke, they were on a winning streak. I believe.
Yeah. As of recently, they've started getting an all right run. Like it was they'd either win or lose a lot of times at the start of the season.
It's mad to think
their first draw wasn't until I think it was only last month, wasn't it? Or month. It's so crazy.
Something like that. It's mad to think that if they got a result against Stoke and got a result in that other game that they should have won, but they didn't, they'd probably be level with Middlesbrough and only 3 points from automatic.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Luton's last away day of the season is actually against them, so it's going to be that could be a mental one by then.
No, definitely. So, be up yourself, Blue Terror. Of course, we did mention the new owners, American owners. I can't remember the name, but no, they. I haven't. As you have said, the new owners. Can't remember the name, but so it has been made public, and they are expected. Believe next game is from all the games that we've talked about that could be decent games. We goes on to this absolute dead game, Bristol City versus Reading. Lewis, gonna start with you.
I don't know. I stand with this wrong because I've Reading getting this point deduction or not. Because there was talk about getting 0.1, but there's been nothing since, which would put them in a difficult situation. Very difficult situation. But away from that, I mean, Bristol is decent at home. Reading are poor. We should have beaten them. I don't know how we didn't win. I didn't go, but Sound has been very frustrating. But I think Bristol do have enough to beat Reading. I don't think we're in all this whatsoever. All that hype about them going at the start of the season, where's that all gone? No one knows. So, yeah, I'm just going to go with a 2-0 Bristol win.
2-0 Bristol win. Fair enough to turn over the two For me, again, if you look at it, it can go either way. Recently, so if we look last match, of course, Reading beat them, but that was sort of the season where Reading were flying. I'm not going with a draw. I'm going to edge it to Bristol. 2-0 Bristol. That's what I'm going for.
What did you go?
2-0, same as you.
How dare you copy my prediction?
So all three of us has gone 2-0.
How dare you both copy it?
No, I'm going to go. I was going to go 1-0 Bristol City, and they're actually still unbeaten this calendar year at home in the league as well. And Reading, I just don't rate Reading away. It's just terrible away. Their home form's it's not too bad. They're actually up there at home form, but away they're just. Some of the results I've seen them have away from home, like 5-0, 4-0, just shocking.
Yeah, true. So you've gone 1-1. I've gone 2-0. This has gone 2-0. Enough. Next game is another derby, 3 p.m. kickoff derby. Cardiff City versus Swansea City. So Swansea turned over their unbeaten run of going to win versus Bristol City. That was a 7-match winless run. And Cardiff City, if they can get a win, that would be big for them to force some of the teams to keep an eye out, especially QPR and Reading if Cardiff can win. And they have the possibility of going above QPR if QPR loses and Rodham loses. So yeah, this is a big game for Cardiff. If you look at it, at Cardiff home games, Cardiff only beaten them at home in 2013. Of course, recently lost 4-0 to them, then 2-0 and then 0-0. So could we see Cardiff rewrite some of the history and beat Swansea?
I do think if there is a time to do it or get some sort of result, it is now. Swansea obviously not doing overly great this season, as we know. Not really playing for much now. It's just finish as high as possible for me, really. Cardiff, obviously, like you said, if they win, it will be massive. Obviously, it'll get more points away from that bottom three. The new manager, I don't think he's done too bad since he's come in, to be fair. I've actually watched some of their games that have been on the TV on like the Friday and that. They've got a massive win over Reading, a few other games didn't do too bad in. Don't think they'll quite be a winner in this one, but I do think Cardiff will get some sort of result. I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1 draw, fair enough. Lewis?
This must be a dead rubber game. Nobody's going to be really they'll be interested, but nothing's really going to happen. Probably in like the 60th minute, if they'll pop home to the local farm, do what we need to do, come back. And then they'll just pop a goal each and they'll finish 1-1, shake hands and move off to change rooms, do it, and then pop to the local farm again, then do what we need to do and go home.
Fair enough. Score prediction?
1-1.
1-1. Fair enough. I'm going to say, don't like saying this, 2-1 to the Swamps. So yeah.
Swansea.
Yeah, no. Awful. Blue Tail, get your comments when we get to the understood game. That's after this game. Coventry City versus Stoke City. Stoke City are unbeaten in the last 4 games. Coventry are unbeaten in their last 9 games. So
yeah, ever since the Luton game, funny enough.
yeah. So they up there. They usually dominate the fixture. So in the last 5 games, haven't beaten them. So and at Coventry's ground, it's been a 1-0 and a 0-0. So could we see another Coventry victory? I'm going to say that. I think Coventry will dispatch them pretty easily. 3-1 Coventry. Let's go to Lewis.
This will be a close one. I think Stoke have a decent players. Coventry a decent little side. They'll keep it. They'll increase that and beat 1-10, and they'll win this 1-2-1.
2-1. Fair enough. Tyler.
Yeah, when we talk about fixtures, this is another good game this weekend. I think like we say, given the unbeaten runs both teams are on. Alex Neil, since he's come into Stoke, he's doing well. Obviously, given that, he's kicked in. Got some really good results recently. And the thing is, they're not really, again, they're another team that are just playing to finish as high as possible. There's nothing else they're really playing for. It's not like they're going to get relegated. Not like they're going to get playoffs. Taking on Coventry, who could sneak into the playoffs, to be honest. Obviously, like we said, 9 games unbeaten. Gyökeres, what a player he is, I can't lie. I'm the same with Lewis, to be honest. I reckon Coventry, because they're at home, they've got more to play for as well. I'm going to go 2-1 Coventry as well.
Enough. So next game is Huddersfield Town versus Middlesbrough. Huddersfield Town, of course, have been named. American owner Kevin M. Nagel as most likely their new owner. If not, it has been. He owns the Sacramento Republic USL Western Conference team based in the US, and he's agreed to buy a club from the chairman Dean Ole. I think is how you say it. Subject to something. So seems like it's going to be a new owner, and that's why Blue Terrier is going on like this. Woke up this morning feeling fine. I've got Kevin Nagel on my mind. He's got Hodgkins out, like you said he would. Oh, yeah, something tells me I'm into something good. Oh, fair enough. Borough going to be tough, but who's to say we can't beat them? Yeah, you could definitely beat them, especially with this news that got a new owners, everything. So, Tyler, I'm going to hand it over to you. Huddersfield Town. You said they would finish relegation. Can they escape it? They currently 22nd. A win for them put them equal on points with Cardiff, and if Cardiff loses, they could be in trouble.
I think they can, but I don't think it'll be this game because, as much as, like you say there, they're probably, will be more up for it. Now with this new ownership thing, I just think the way Middlesbrough have been away from home, well, throughout the whole season, but, away from home, they've been getting some really good results. And I just think, I look at battles like Matty Pearson versus Akpom. Matty Pearson, I did not rate that guy at Luton, and I just think it could be peak, when it comes to that. I'm actually going to go with a result. Middlesbrough love getting away from home this season, and that is a 3-1.
Now, Lewis, you go on.
Well, I've got a backstory of Middlesbrough. The club's brilliant. I've just got promoted in the FM with them to Luton's expense. On last day of the season.
Could actually happen.
Season. Yeah, that's absolutely proof. Second last game of the season, got the win over Luton, and then beat someone else. We clinched it because Luton messed it up like always. What?
Always. Once, mate. Yeah.
But no. in terms of this, I think, new owners, nice, but Middlesbrough are just different this season. Huddersfield are crap this season, no offence, Blue Terrier. It's going to be reasonably easy. And unless, I think you'd give them a decent fight, but they'll get one and they'll be away with it. So 3-0 Middlesbrough. I just don't see how you beat them. And, with my predictions, I don't know how far I put you up the drift. But you're in danger this season.
And to be fair, I've heard someone say 4-0 Middlesbrough.
It could
A
be.
lot of people have got emphatic for Middlesbrough.
It could be because they're on fire in Huddersfield.
Like I say, I look at battles like Matty Pearson versus Akpom. Do you know what I mean?
They might give a good fight, but I don't see how to beat them personally. But
I mean, it would be nice if Luton won and then Huddersfield, got some sort of result. That would sort of help us. But a draw. Well, draw. No, I say that draw. Like it would actually be all right for us because we've actually got to play Middlesbrough at home now, and we do all right at home against them. So that's going to be interesting. That one. That's on TV as well, so that's going to be
that'll be a
very good game.
Especially if Sheffield continue to drop points.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But they have game hands and everyone's.
I'll be back in a sec. Lewis, you talk so long on the whole game. Back in a sec.
The whole game. Okay. Yeah, this will be interesting. We've got like 22,000 probably plus than that now, and we'll see how ticket sales go tomorrow onto it. So we've got sold out low bowl near enough. We've got Dave sold out their allocation. We've got mad numbers coming to this game, and a lot of them aren't great. We know that. We on our day can be decent. So I think we win. I do think we win. And I do believe it won't be like complete smashing, but it'll be good enough to say that we've comfortably beat them. So 2-0. Hull.
Interesting. Yeah, no, interesting. I do. Yeah, to be fair, I'm gonna back you lot as well. To be fair, being at home, since managers come in, you've been a lot better defensively. Rotherham. If I'm to back Rotherham nowadays, it's more their games at home. To be honest, and I think they'll do it as well. I'll go 2-1 to you lot. When it be one of them sort of ones, could be a late goal that Lewis misses.
Don't. I actually don't. I pray to God.
Oh, I would not be surprised, mate. I would not be surprised.
I just want dead water after like the 60th minute and I'll be happy.
Oh, dear. That would be typical there.
No.
Okay, yeah. Back. Sorry about that. So yeah. Just my quick prediction for the Middlesbrough game. I'm going to say 2-0 Middlesbrough. I think they just go. Addison Town will be up for it, but just a bit. And what? You guys already did our game?
Yeah.
Okay. That's let's go half. 2-0.
Why you got my prediction again?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. Last time you did win was a 2-1 over West Brom, so yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, but we take it.
And we got a new guest. He is a Blackburn fan. Be up himself. Jacob, how are you, mate?
I'm all right. Yeah, good to join. Sorry, it's a bit late. Only just got in from work, so yeah.
No worries, bro.
Beat Birmingham, I'll be happy.
You what, sorry?
Beat Birmingham, I'll be happy.
All right, okay.
If you don't beat Birmingham, please don't show up again. No, I'm kidding.
Who is it you support, pal?
Villa fan from birth, moved up to Hull
Oh,
2 years
right,
ago, and I can't go and watch Villa, so I go and watch Hull.
right, fair enough. No, it should be a good game this Saturday. I'm just hoping we bounce back, obviously, after the FA Cup defeat. Got myself down to Bramall Lane for that one, so it's the third time in 12 months I've gone to Bramall Lane and left depressed, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just hoping they go up now. Sheffield United, I don't want to go there again.
But we'll quickly just get your prediction on all the games. Burnley, Sunderland.
Burnley at home for that one, aren't they? Probably be a 2-0, I'll say. Can't see Tony Mowbray doing us a favour there, unfortunately.
2-0. Luton, Watford.
Should be again, obviously rivalry. I think I'll go with a 2-2 draw. I reckon that's going to be a really good
draw. Fair enough. Preston, Blackpool.
Another really good game. Blackpool struggling at the minute, but I mean, don't know. They did beat Preston early in the season, didn't they? I think they beat them 4-2, if I remember right.
Yeah, 4-2.
Yeah. Because Preston don't really have anything to play for at this point, to be honest with you. They're not going to make playoffs. So maybe an upset. Maybe. I'll go with 2-1 Blackpool win.
Oh, 2-1 Blackpool, fair enough.
An
of course, your game. Birmingham City, Blackburn.
Yeah. I think this team has got the character to bounce back. I don't think our heads are going to drop after that FA Cup loss. You know, I think we gave a really good account of ourselves, showed that we're a team that should be in the playoffs and a team that could potentially push for a Premier League spot next season. I think we'll go out there with a point to prove, and I think Birmingham for the third time this year. So I'm going to go with a 3-1 win, convincing win, I reckon, to pull ourselves back.
3-1, fair enough. Bristol City, Reading.
Bristol City, Reading. It's a bit of a nothing game, but I mean, Paul Ince is in a world of shit at the minute, isn't he? They were really poor when they come to us, Reading. So I'll go with a 2-0 Bristol win.
2-0 Bristol. Cardiff City versus Swansea City.
Another good game. It is a really good week this week, isn't it, in the Championship? I'll tip Swansea 2-1 to win that one.
2-1, fair enough. Same as me. Coventry versus Stoke.
It's a good game. Stoke are looking good at the minute. I mean, I went to the Bet365 the other week when they done us in 3-2, and 3-2 completely flattered us. We were awful. We only played for the last 10 minutes and the first 10 minutes. We were absolutely awful for the rest of it. They thoroughly deserved the win. It would have been daylight robbery if we'd have got a draw. I'll tip Stoke, away from home, but I'll go with a 1-0 Stoke win.
Oh, 1-0 Stoke, fair enough. Middlesbrough versus Huddersfield Town.
Who, sorry?
Middlesbrough versus Huddersfield.
Oh, right. That's definitely a Middlesbrough win. Yeah, easy. I'll go with 4-1.
4-1. Don't think there will be any uplift since the new owners have come in.
Yeah, they've got Warnock in, haven't they? But I don't know. Middlesbrough at home, they've only not won one game, and that was against Stoke the other day, weren't it? I think Michael Carrick had won every single game at home up until then, and I don't rate Huddersfield's team at all. I think Neil Warnock could keep them up, but he ain't going to get a result against Middlesbrough. I'd be shocked if he did, to be honest with you. I could very well see Middlesbrough potentially sneaking the automatic spot off Sheffield United. They just got that momentum, haven't they, at the minute, and it just doesn't look like it's going to stop. So yeah, I'll go with a convincing 4-1 demolition.
Fair enough. All City versus Rotherham.
Versus Rotherham. Bit of a rivalry there, Yorkshire one, isn't it? To be honest, I'll go with 1-1.
Disgrace.
Okay, so we move on to another game, which is a big game. Sheffield United versus Norwich. Sheffield United are now on almost Blackpool type phase where they win and lose constantly. They last time they drew against Rotherham 8 games ago, so they on a win-lose situation now, and Norwich is starting to come back a bit, but still being very inconsistent. As this got to draw written all over it, let's go to Tyler.
This one's it's another one of them good fixtures this weekend. Obviously, Norwich, trying to get a place in the playoffs. Obviously, Sheffield United trying to cement that second place. Obviously, Middlesbrough piling up pressure on them. I do see this being a tight one, but I do think Sheffield United will actually win this one, given they need to try and cement that second place. I do think it'll be, close. Like I said, I'm going to go 1-0 Sheffield United.
1-0 Sheffield, fair enough. And it. Jacob.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Sheffield United can do us a favour now after giving me another heartbreak. Keep Norwich well away from us, where they're 4 points behind us and we have a game in hand on them. So yeah, I'm really hoping they can do them in. I'll go with a 3-1 win. I think Sheffield United are a lot better than Norwich. They are a class outfit. If they play like they did against us in that FA Cup game, they should have enough to beat Norwich, I reckon.
Yeah, true. Lewis?
It'll be interesting. I just think Sheffield United just have enough in them to get it over the line. 2-1.
2-1. True. I'm going to say 2-0 Sheffield. The last time Norwich did beat Sheffield was in 2017, so it was a while ago. So Sheffield United do dominate this fixture. And another good game this is predicted to be, and it is a race for that 6 spot. West Brom versus Millwall. Can Mull somehow get an away victory over West Brom? They have struggled away from home more than they have been winning games at home. Your predictions. Let's go to Lewis.
Yes, I can. I don't rate West Brom. I think they're very on and off. Millwall have been pretty consistent all season. I think they do deserve a playoff spot. I do think they'll maybe get one. But obviously the season's just so tight, so you never know until game 46 is over and done with. But I do think they do win this. I think they'll win 1-0 Millwall.
1-0 Millwall. Tyler?
Yeah, like you say, this is another, good game. Obviously, when it comes to that battle for, trying to get into the playoffs. Last couple of West Brom results have actually predicted right. So hopefully I'll do it with this one as well. Obviously, they're taking on Millwall. If it was at Millwall, I'd probably back Millwall to win. But with it being at West Brom, I'll go for draw. I'll go for 1-1.
1-1 draw. I'm going to say I like West Brom. I really like them. I'm going to say 2-1 West Brom. I think they sneak the win. Jacob?
I agree with Tyler. I think this has got a draw written all over it. Millwall tend to go for draws when they're away from home anyway. They rely on the Den quite heavily. And I think they're going to go to West Brom thinking we cannot lose this game rather than we need to win this game. Obviously, they're the team who are in the playoffs. So they don't really need to win it. West Brom are the ones who kind of have to win it to get themselves back into serious contention for the playoffs. So yeah, I'll go with a 1-1 as well. I'm very seeing it being a 0-0. Millwall, when they do just want to settle defensively, will frustrate you and just sit behind the ball and sit half all game. They did it last season when they come to Ewood's. We were in the playoffs and they were like chasing, they were like 7 for 8 and just sat behind the ball the entire game. You would not have thought they were pushing for playoffs, but yeah. I don't think they've been as bad for that this season. I think they have tried to be a bit more ambitious, but I do think in this game in particular, against a good side like West Brom, and a side that is chasing them, I think will be more of a case of safety first.
Fair enough. Wigan versus QPR. Boring game this. Sad to see it and the stream on this game, but it is the last game. QPR, before that went over Watford, they were on a losing streak. On a winless run. And before that one versus Watford, they last beat Preston on the 17th of December. So they're on a downward spiral. They lost 6-1 to Blackpool. They lost to Birmingham. They could go down. Wigan, they said to go down. Definitely. The last one did come up against Huddersfield, and before that it was against Blackpool. So, as this game got a draw all written over, that's what I'm thinking. A draw. And I'm going to go with a draw 1-1. Let's go to Jacob.
I see where you're coming from with that, but I don't think a draw would suit either team. I think both teams need to win this game, really. Both teams are probably the 2 worst teams in the league at the minute. I mean, Wigan, I think, like you said, I think they're down. Obviously, they've got this points deduction incoming, or has it already been put on? I'm not sure, but obviously they're not paying the players and whatnot, so the players can't obviously be too happy. And Stephen Corkery come out and were addressing it on social media. So it just seems like it's an absolute shit show there, to be honest. Just like they were last time they got relegated, it was an absolute mess. So I can't see him coming back from this. I think they're down and out at this point. So I'll go with QPR sneaking a win, a 2-0 win. I'll go with. We're going to say 2-1, but I'll go with 2-0. I think Wigan know they're down. I think they were down before the points deduction, but not paying your players and the points deduction will just the nail in the coffin almost, isn't it? And I think QPR really need that win, so they're going to have to push for it in this game and get themselves back on track.
Fair enough. Lewis.
There's always somewhat of a shock. But then again, I don't know if you call this one a shock or not, because it's like you said, Jacob, they are arguably the 2 worst teams in this league at the minute. And yeah, QPR, they're poor. Wigan, well, no, I mean, not a lot the hell's going on there anymore. It's just a mess, really. But I do think QPR are that bad that despite everything that's going on at Wigan, they can get something here. But they won't get one, they'll get all 3 points in, because I'm only over 2 on Wigan win. People might be like, what the hell, but they can't stop playing just because they're not getting paid. Or yes, it's frustrating. Yes, well, whatever's going on is going on. You have to focus on the football, and if they want to stay up, which is a big task, a big task now with the point deduction, they've got to start winning games quick start with this one.
It's one they have to win if they want any chance of staying up. But I think if Ainsworth did lose that game, it could be a sackable offence, to be honest. After getting smashed by Blackpool as well, who were a pretty poor team as well. They're one of the worst teams in this league. They got annihilated. So,
yeah. Tyler, your prediction?
Yeah, no, like we say, these two sides obviously very poor. I have to be honest, I'm loving a bit of this QPR downfall though. After everything I got when they beat us last season, when they should not have beat us at all. But no, joke aside, the QPR, the Wigan, obviously they have got they did get their points deducted. Just 3 points it was in the end. So yeah, it's one of them where if they were to get a result, obviously they'd still be down there, obviously, but it'd be a point closer depending on what the other teams do, of course. And I'm the same with Lewis in the sense where I'm actually going to back Wigan to win. Don't really rate QPR away. Well, don't really rate them at all at the moment. But I just think with it being, at Wigan, might get some sort of result. Won't be the greatest watch of games, even though both teams are very leaky defensively. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals in it. I'm going to go 1-0 to Wigan.
1-0 Wigan. Fair enough. Yeah, and that's definitely one. But you guys' game of the weekend. What game do you guys think is going to be the game of the weekend? For me, I'm going to say. Actually, going to say Burnley Sunderland. Tyler, I guess I know where are you going.
No, I'm actually going to agree with you. I'm actually going to agree with you because I'm basing it on the games where I think there'll be the most goals. So there's that one, and the for me it's the Huddersfield Middlesbrough one. So yeah, I'm gonna agree and go Burnley as well, especially Friday night under the lights. So yeah.
Fair enough. Jacob?
Like I said, I can't see Sunderland putting up much of a fight at Turf Moor, to be honest. I won't go with that one. I think Luton Watford should be a cracking game. Obviously, it's the rivalry, but also both teams wanting a playoff spot as well. Obviously you've got Cardiff, Swansea, and Preston, Blackpool, but both those games, neither teams are pushing for the playoffs, so it just adds that little bit more spice to it. With the, obviously if Watford were to win that game, it could just totally change things really in terms of the playoff races. And yeah, as a Blackburn fan, I do kind of hope they do. But yeah, I'll go with that one. I think obviously the rivalry, but also the playoff push as well. It's going to be interesting to see who does end up in those playoff spots come the end, because we've got such a tough run in our last game. We've still got Preston, Burnley, Luton, Millwall, Coventry. We've got a lot of our games left. There's no easy games in this league by any means, but yeah, it's going to be really interesting. So time will tell.
Enough. Lewis?
For me, it's Norwich v Sheffield United. I think because the way I'm looking at it now is if Middlesbrough win, Sheffield United lose, Middlesbrough go both Sheffield United. So there's that on the line.
Wow.
Yeah. True.
I believe. Let me just double check.
Yeah, they go above them on.
I was going to say, yeah, I think their goal difference is quite a lot better. Yeah.
So yeah, but that's everything said and done. So, Tyler, where can people find you?
Yeah, just obviously T-Boys TV. Obviously, Hanno is obviously on the second channel, as you lot know. I haven't even managed to watch it yet, but he put out the highlights or the goal reactions to when we got pumped last time round. Yeah, hopefully no repeat of that. But yeah, just T-Boys TV. And then if you go on a recent video, which will be championship predictions, you'll see all my socials and that sort of stuff there. So yeah, thank you again, Hanno, mate, for bringing me on as well.
No, be up yourself, bro. Lewis?
Post watch on YouTube, that's really it. When I'm next uploading, don't really know. So yeah.
And Jacob?
Yeah, I've got my Twitter handle there. I also do videos for Blackburn Overseas. He's got about 30,000 subs on YouTube, something like that. So I contribute to that channel, do vlogs for him and reactions to pretty much most of the Blackburn games anyway. But him himself does a lot of championship predictions and whatnot. But he lives in America, so I'm kind of his on the ground kind of guy. But yeah, as you can probably tell from this, I'm quite opinionated. So, but yeah, so Twitter handle's there, and if you want to watch some content, Blackburn Overseas.
Yeah, yourself. And yeah, you guys know where to find me. Instagram, they're down below. Twitter, also follow the new TikTok page, Coach Corner 1. And yeah, that's basically all that. I will be live on the second channel, Blues Corner, for the Chelsea woman versus Lyon woman. Hopefully, we can qualify for the semi-finals. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, all that said and done, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. So, but peace out.